know where my food comes from because, food is sourced from so many origins from all over the world, really.
There's so much going on in the world right now that's altering our food, from simple things that happen in manufacturing to how food is grown. So that's really vital to me.
Well, it's absolutely important for me to know where my food comes from my family and I, so we know what's in the product. We know if there's any gluten, or if there's any dairy, or if there's any sugar, and we can know how that's going to make us feel, so it's very important for us to know what's in that product.
I do have concerns in regards to where the food comes from, which countries, what regulations, has it been prepared safely, proper standards, so by the time it ends up on my table, I know what I'm actually eating, and not just, some label and it says that's what it should be.
In the food that I buy, I would like to know the ingredients are safe to eat. I would like to know that they are healthy.
There are many of us with dietary restrictions, so we want to be really concerned with what's in the food, whether it's gluten or dairy or sugar. I like to read labels and figure out what I'm eating, so to make sure I feel good.
As a consumer, I care that the FDA is keeping an eye on things. I care that the state keeps an eye on things and will come and we have, you have food inspections and whatnot at your various places where you shop.
If there's a certain label and if they really try hard to reveal all of their ingredients and go the extra mile.
Ultimately, it's up to producers and manufacturers and packagers and delivery people, the people who receive orders at the stores. There's such a long chain of safety that has to be adhered to, from beginning to end, that it takes all of us really to protect our food sources. The consumer ultimately is responsible for making choices, but they have to rely on food safety procedures being adhered to all the way through the food chain.
I think that I'm responsible, and I feel that the government has some responsibility, and the growers, and I think everybody does, really. I think it's across the board. The manufacturers really have some responsibility as well.
What makes me not trust a food brand? Basic scandals. Definitely hearing something in the news that, there's horse meat in it and not what they're supposed to be in there. So that's definitely scary. Things like that.
What'll make me not trust it is looking at the label and seeing that I'm buying a package of fruit and then it has 16 different ingredients in it and you're thinking you're buying one specific thing. I pretty much look at the label, and the less things, the better.
I wouldn't trust a food brand if I felt the labeling was vague.
They need to show progress that, hey, we're trying to get rid of high fructose corn syrup in our breakfast cereal. If they are making efforts to, get rid of those kinds of things, obviously it's a good sign.